Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Friday Connect. Welcome. It's so good to see all of you here. And we're here every single week. This is it's a training for real estate agents. This is the free training. We come on here every week at 12 p.m. Eastern time and we talk about everything real estate marketing, social media marketing, name it. We talk about it here. And I'm going to put a link in the chat box. Just say this link, check out all the trainings that are coming up in the future, register for them. Join our Facebook group. We have an online community that we have where we post all of our upcoming events, sometimes polls. We post a number of different things so that you can get involved there as well. And if you are looking to just learn a lot of different strategies for your business, we realized that this timing it might not work for everybody. So we got an overwhelming response of people wanting to see the recorded version. So we started to put these on YouTube. So make sure you go to FridayConnect.net, click on our YouTube channel, subscribe to that so you can check out all these videos on there. And today, and just to give everybody a quick introduction, my name is Dharmila Rajasingham. I'm based in Toronto. I'm a real estate agent as well. I'm a real estate investor. I'm also a real estate marketer. I actually came from over a decade working for the government in the marketing industry, and now I've transitioned over to real estate, and now I help real estate agents grow their business. And I also work in the real estate space, and this is my business partner Jacob Sharman, who's also the co-host of this event. And he's going to be actually doing the training today. He's based in Houston, Texas, very similar to me, very similar background. But what I love about Jacob is he comes from a 15-year background in websites building, SEO. So if anybody who is the right person to talk about this topic, it's him. Jacob and I actually, when we first met, we co-founded a marketing agency called Mift Media because of our frustration with all these people who think they know what marketing is, and the principles are usually lost. And I'm actually a digital marketing instructor, and that's what I stand for is teaching people the concepts so that it doesn't matter what you do, what kind of work you pick on, doesn't matter what audience, the principles are there and you can still apply them, and it works for you. And that's what today's topic is. If you've heard about sales funnel, clients funnel, websites, landing pages, this is a great call. Jacob's going to really dive into the truth behind what you might have been those people that might have purchased a sales funnel, or somebody calls it client funnels, and you might have not gotten tons of leads and started closing millions of deals, and you probably were wondering, like, why isn't this working for me? And Jacob's going to give you some truth as to why and how to choose the right system to help you grow your business. If you have any questions, make sure you leave it to the end and we'll answer them accordingly. So Jacob, all yours.
All right, thank you for that introduction. So I'm going to share my screen and kind of go through and kind of show you what we're going to be talking about today. And basically, we kind of want to uncover all of the myths in this industry. And if you have a hard time hearing me today, I've been having a little bit of internet trouble. Apparently, we need some Wi-Fi extenders in our house. So if you have any trouble, just let me know and drop it in the chat. And like I said, we'll be posting this video later on our YouTube channel. But we want to talk about the power of funnels and really what is the difference between websites, IDX websites, sales funnels, landing pages. You hear all of this terminology thrown around. If you're using any CRMs like kvCORE, they have landing pages. And how do you use these different things to grow your online presence, generate leads, and more importantly, convert leads as well? And that's what we're going to talk about, because there's a lot of products out there that I get frustrated with because they use wrong terminologies just so people buy in. They'll call them sales funnels, but they're really client funnels. And they're not meant to generate leads. They're just meant to process your current warm leads and onboard them as clients. So it doesn't really help you grow your business if you're not getting the leads. It's just a system and process to help a client through a deal process. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And just a little bit of introduction about myself. I know she pretty much did that. Just why you should listen to me, why I have an authority in this, is I've been in marketing for over 15 years, but my study and everything has been in web design and SEO. I'm currently located here in Houston, Texas. I'm bilingual in English and Spanish. As she said, we're a co-founder of Mift Media, co-founder of PRIVATE Social, which is a social media content platform that gives you all of the social media content done for you, daily strategies, so you can take the guesswork out of what to post. And I'm also a real estate agent, a realtor with eXp Realty, and a team leader as well. So this is pretty much my experience. And the reason why I want to talk about this is the whole idea of these websites that are 24/7 lead magnets, sales magnets for you, to process leads, to create these workflows and systems, is because it's to save us time. Time is the only thing that we have out there we cannot get back. If you lose all of your money today, you lose your house today, you can always save up, change careers, go make more money, get another job, buy another house, but you could never get that time back. And it's one of the most valuable things that we can spend, but yet it's one of the things real estate agents, and I believe this is why 87% of real estate agents fail in the first 5 years, is they're more stingy with money than they are with time. They rather waste 20, 40, 60 hours to learn something, become a digital marketing expert, when they're not meant to be that. You just need to know the basics, the foundation of what services to utilize and who are the proper people to do that for you, to save you time, because your goal, it should be on income producing activities. And a lot of agents spend more time on non-income producing activities that will never make them money, never get them more deals. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So quickly go through the basics. I know everybody thinks they know what a lead is or what lead generation is. I just want to quickly go through this because as we talk about certain things, I want to make sure you're using the right terminology. And it's so funny, in all my years of working in marketing, I'll have clients tell me, oh, I get about 600 leads a month. And I'm like, why do you need to hire us for SEO then? But if they're getting really 600 views and traffic to their website or their social media, but those are not leads. So we all know lead generation obviously is the marketing process to get more clients to sell more of our services, which is, buying, selling a house. And the process of lead generation is you get traffic, reviews, whether it's your website, social media, and then that traffic gives up their information to become a lead. So you have to have a way to contact them directly and individually. And then you start nurturing that lead to hopefully become a client or to utilize your services. So a lead can be a person, a business, anybody that's expressed interest in your services. But in order for them to be a lead, and I keep saying this, they have to have given up some information, their address, their email, their phone number, their cell phone, anything that you can get in contact with them. What is not a lead is traffic. People who just view your stuff, they're just kind of passerbyers. They're not going to do anything. We need them to see our content, but for all business purposes, they don't do anything until they convert. And then ways to convert traffic to leads, online forms, you got your call to actions, lead magnets like a buyer seller's funnel. You can set up retargeting ads. We're all familiar with those. Every time you go to Amazon, you magically see it all over Facebook. It's because Facebook is tied into Amazon's website. So that way, any ads they're shown, they can retarget you on that specific product or page or service. So that way you're more apt to get converted into a lead or to buy their products. So you can use live chat, chat bots on your website, squeeze pages or funnels, and then registrations like we do with your IDX websites. After they viewed 2 or more photos or 2 or more properties, we ask them to register to continue to use our website to look at properties. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down what is a real estate website, what's an IDX website, what is a funnel, what is a landing page, what are the proper uses for those. So that way, next time you hear about, oh, check out this amazing sales funnel, you don't get confused that sales funnel will never bring you leads, okay? At the end of the day, everything's a website. So if it is a web page with a URL, it is a website. A website is just a collection of pages. So your real estate sales funnel could be a website. Your landing pages can be a website. They can be on your website. People say, oh, you just need a sales funnel or you just need a client funnel, but they can all be tied into your main website. So a website is basically created for the purpose of promoting your marketing real estate agent service. So we're going to do this based on the real estate side. Basically, it's going to provide info about your business. It could show listings if you have the IDX feed, but it's basically a resources and a tool for buyers to learn more about you. So think of it as your website is the hub of all of your marketing. So your marketing's at the top, and then everything should come to and from. So if you were looking at it from a flow chart, you would have a double-ended arrow because your website should lead to all of your other resources, whether it's buyers, sellers, guides, your social media, your YouTube channel, anything that you have going on promoting, it should go to. And then all of those other things like social media, realtor profiles, ads, everything should go to some aspect of your website. So your website is super important. You need a website. I heard somebody basically say that IDX pages, and which we're going to talk about, are real estate websites. They're too much to maintain. They're too expensive, and they really don't convert leads. That's total, in lack of better words, BS. Okay. They work just as well. Everybody has websites. Websites can convert. It's just how are you using them to do that? What processes, what automations do you have? So the key features of a website, you're going to have your agent profile or your team profile. So just kind of about you. Listings, you can put your own featured listings, or you can have like an IDX feed, which we're going to talk about. You can do property searches, then resources. So this could be, as we mentioned underneath that, a blog, your seller's guides, market reports, things about local community. I've seen people do directories, which is actually something I'm going to be incorporating in my website. We're actually, since we're targeting veterans, we're going to be putting a directory locally of all businesses that give a discount to veterans. So that way, when people search veteran discounts in Houston or wherever, our website comes up and it's just another resource to attract people. And of course, they're going to see that we're a real estate agent. And then your website needs to have a way to capture leads. So the number 2 mistakes I see in websites is a lack of call to actions. Like, you got to tell your visitor what exactly is the next step. Okay, you have to spell it out in simple terms and not overwhelm them with 1,000 things to click. So, and you need to capture leads. A lot of people tell me I'm not generating leads because they don't have a form, a newsletter, something to capture leads, which I'm going to show you a bunch of examples in the funnel that I've built. So you can see a demo version of what that looks like. But you got to have a way to capture leads, and the easiest way is with an IDX website to get them to register and to start looking. So now you can see what their behaviors and what they're looking at looks like. So what is an IDX website? So it's another type of website that has a feed into it. So IDX, if you didn't know what it stands for Internet Data Exchange. It's basically a script or a plugin that pulls all of the listings available in your local MLS or the MLS that you're tied to, and it shows it on your website. So if you have something like kvCORE, you don't have to use kind of their bulky templated design that your brokerage chose. You can actually build your own design. So no matter what brokerage you go to, you always have your brand and style. You just have to switch out the IDX feed, which is super simple. And you got to have a current website, like a WordPress website, some type of website to be able to have that software feed. For us here at eXp Realty, we get kvCORE for free. You shouldn't be paying for your CRM or the IDX website. It should be included in your brokerage fees, which we do at eXp, but we use kvCORE, and there's a simple plugin that you can attach to that. So some key features of the IDX website is, again, MLS feeds, property search, listings, advanced search options, map searches. Your clients can save searches, and then it's going to generate leads for you by making them register on the website. So again, it's similar to the website, and a lot of people use the IDX as their main real estate website just because it's there all in one and you can add to it, and it's usually provided by their brokerage. What are the benefits to IDX or having your own website? Is you're establishing your online presence. Again, some of these sales pitches I've heard is that, IDXs are too complicated, but what are your clients going to search? They think that your client's going to fill out this long form or schedule a call with you first without getting information, without seeing other properties out there. So people that just solely rely on that type of funnel or client funnel is missing out on a whole nother type of clients, because some people are all in different positions. Maybe they're a little more shy and they just want to browse until they find something and then contact you to see it. So with that, you're establishing your online presence because you can do things like blogs and like how we're doing this directory. All of those things help you with your SEO and to increase your visibility and get organic, which is free leads when people find you when they're searching. The websites help you generate leads, help you stay competitive, because I can tell you right now, probably 70, maybe close to 80% of this industry, I don't think use websites correctly, in their IDX websites correctly. And I know they're not using sales funnels correctly. So if you learn how to use these correctly or find somebody to help you use these correctly, you can dominate your local market quite easy. And they're cost effective because, especially on the organic side, if you're adding new content every week, a couple new blog articles, a couple new city pages, you're adding like directories, new businesses, you can really build out your website pretty easy. And a lot of it you can just have a VA do for you to add on those new things. So, or do yourself or an assistant. So they're very cost effective in generating lead versus paid advertising. So what is a funnel? So if we got a website, now we got an IDX website, which is basically taking a website a step further by allowing the user to search on your website and to capture them and let them have a profile. What is a funnel? So basically a funnel is a sequence of actions, which is usually web pages, that guide your potential user towards a main action. So we use sale funnels because we want to take traffic that comes in and we want to keep them focused on what they came there for. So a good example would be a buyer's funnel. If I'm bringing in a buyer, I don't want them to go to the seller page. I don't want them to go to the blog. I don't want them to go anywhere. I want them to focus on the whole process of buying a home and what is the next step to get their home. Schedule an appointment with me, fill out an online form, start looking for properties, start checking out some of my buyer's presentation and things like that. And like I said, I'm going to show you a real life example. But what I want you to understand, when people tell you about sales funnels, clients funnels, whatever funnel they're giving you, funnels do not bring you traffic. They're not SEO based. They can, depending on your market, if you're in a very small town and there's not that many realtors, you're going to come up kind of right away because there's not much competition for those keywords locally. But a funnel does not bring you traffic. The only thing it's meant to do is to process the traffic you're bringing it. So another fallacy I see too is they'll talk about how this is going to generate leads from you, but their next slide is you have to send it traffic. Well, how do you send it traffic? Paid ads, your social media, QR codes on flyers, signs, direct mailing, however you want to, but you have to send people to that specific funnel. And funnels are great because they do what websites cannot, and they eliminate a lot of distraction and help them to focus on one main thing instead of a bunch of clicking around. If you send everybody just to your homepage, so you tell, hey, if you're a buyer looking to buy a home, go to my website, and you just send them to your website, well, they got to find their way to that buyer's funnel. But if you tell them, hey, if you're looking to buy, go here. If you're looking to sell, go here. If you're looking to invest in real estate, go here. If you're looking to lease, go here, and give them specific content for them. And funnels are so important because it helps us create clients. They help with that conversion process. So we're basically getting the traffic over, quickly making them a lead, and now we're starting to put them through the client funnel. So your sales funnel should be a sales funnel and a client funnel in one. So it helps you through the entire process. It helps you monitor and track kind of where they left off. So now you can see how effective your funnel is. Maybe they're getting to step 3 and they're falling off. Well, maybe your step 3 is not necessary, or maybe it's too much work, or they're a little intimidated. They're not ready to move that fast. So it lets you kind of see where you're at and to refocus some efforts. And then it helps you generate referrals as well. And so we're going to see this in the example of a complete sales funnel that includes even a client funnel. So basically a visitor, a traffic, so it could be your Google ad, your YouTube ad, your Facebook social media, your Instagram profile. Somehow they got to your buyer's funnel and they start viewing listings on your website. Well, because in your funnel, IDX is integrated, now they've registered and subscribed, because that's just one of the ways that you can capture a lead, because I'm going to show you again on one of the next slides. So now they've registered and subscribed. So now we're kind of tracking, or we're kind of spying on them a little bit, seeing what their behavior is, what houses they're looking for, so we can send them those search alerts. And then because they're ready to look at houses, they've scheduled a consultation from you for a home buying deal. And so the moment they schedule that consultation, you're already sending them a questionnaire that's in depth, that's asking them everything they need to know, or asking everything you need to know about the home buying. Are they pre-approved? What type of house they're looking for? What are their non-negotiables? What are they looking for? That way, when they get to the table with you, you're not waiting for them to fill that out, and they're not going to think about it. They're going to want to keep coming back to it and add things. But this gives them time to fill out that form and answer all those questions in depth, so you can review it and know exactly what they want and save yourself 10, 15, 20 minutes at the consultation. Because remember, this is about saving time. And then in the process, you should have some type of 10, 15-minute buyer's presentation recorded on your YouTube channel for everybody to see. But you send them a link to that video to let them know, hey, here's the process of buying a house. This is basic information you would give to anybody. So why would you repeat that on every appointment? Collapse some timeframes, give them some basic education, and tell them, hey, before our meeting, fill out this questionnaire, fill out this, watch this presentation. Then when we meet, we can talk about the real things that we need to talk about. And then you meet with your buyer, and then you're going to start sending them some listings. Send them listings, and then you're going to send them some information about what the offer and negotiation process is like. And then you're going to collect and schedule documents once they go under contract. And then you're going to go to the closing table. And then once they click, you can have your funnel, because you're using something like Zapier to automate, which we're going to talk about. Now you're asking for referrals and testimonials automatically, so you're not missing the beat and go, oh, I forgot to send them an email. It's automatic. So that way you're moving through this process. You have a good system and funnel, so you can focus on what you do best, working with your clients, not having to worry about all this admin work. So if a funnel processes traffic and gets them focused, what is a landing page? A landing page is even more granular of a kind of funnel, perhaps, is that a landing page is just a single page that has one main goal, one conversion attempt only. And that is, for example, to download your buyer's guide, to sign up to see a list of homes under $350,000 in Houston. So again, your landing page is not going to attract traffic. It's not going to bring in traffic. It's just going to process it. So landing pages, just like funnels, do what websites can't by keeping your people super focused on that one conversion goal. So what do we need in our landing pages? What do we need in our funnels to make them effective? Okay. And you need these 5 things in order to make them effective, which means high converting, right? So you need to have a clear, unique selling proposition. And funny is, when you talk to most real estate agents, they don't even have this clear. They have the generics. Everybody says, I'm going to be there for my clients. I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm going to work 24/7. Everybody says that. But what is unique about your background, your work experience? Me, I've been in marketing 15 years. If you list your home with me, I guarantee you I will get more eyes on your home than any other agent out there, because I know how to drive leads. I know how to get traffic, and I will get your property sold, because it's a numbers game, right? We'll prepare your property. We use this. So you list all of those things that you do. Think about your clear, unique selling proposition, especially on a funnel. You want to think about multiple of those things and make those a section. So you'll have your header would be kind of your title of that section, would be that one unique selling proposition. And then underneath of it would be kind of your subheading that supports that, goes into a little more depth, and then you can have some content. So think about what sets you apart. Make sure that's a part of your funnel. Again, we're going to see a live example. Make sure you have an engaging hero shot. It's funny to see how much stock photos are on a website. It's okay to use generic stock photos when you're using people and houses, as long as it looks like the houses in your area. But when it comes to talking about you and your team, you need photos of you. Don't just use a photo of a city. People need to look at you. They need to look at your face. They're judging you anyways, but they need to see, oh my gosh, I like his smile. He looks authentic. He looks genuine. You can include video, even better. Have a video that says, hey, welcome to our website. When you work with us, this is what you get. So if you can have a video done that shows you hear how you talk, and they can start building that, even better. You need to have the compelling benefits of coverage, your expertise, work with you, and continue that unique selling proposition even more, include proof. So if you're a new realtor and you have not done a deal, it's okay. You can still obtain social proof. Talk to people, previous maybe bosses, people that colleagues that worked with you. Have them write a testimonial of what it's like to work with you. They keep it generic, but Jacob shows up on time. He goes above and He's great to work with. He's honest. Anything that would attribute to working with you in real estate would really help. And then you're not lying about it. You should never fake a review. So, but if you have past clients, ask them to take a picture with you, put it on the website. That's why we all do the sold signs at closing. If you're in an area that does that, that's why we put all those, so we can put that social proof on our website. And then if not, have them record a short video testimonial. And then the last thing, which is the most important thing if you take away from this training day, have really good call to actions that are simple and that actually get them to that next step to convert them into a lead. And that's what it makes an effective funnel. This is I'm going to show you just several screenshots just for time's sake today. And then if you're watching this video, it'll be down in the description, a link to this. If not, we'll put it in the chat here in a second when I finish. This is basically a sample, a demo buyer's funnel that I do. This is what everybody on our team here at EXP gets. If you join our real estate group, you get free access to this to customize for yourself. But this is a funnel that we use. And basically right away, it tells you exactly the areas I cover. Find your dream home. Let us help you navigate the greater Houston real estate market. And so we see YJM Realty Group. So right here, I'm starting right away with why us and a quick subheading supporting that. Here we are to provide a client's top quality service. And then right away, right here is some points. But you see, I already have a call to action, schedule a consultation. So every section that's important, I'm trying to get the user to take some way to get a lead. Now in this funnel, I thought it was very important to meet people where they're at. A lot of people in a funnel will force you to schedule a consultation. I like more of the pull marketing, where once the user gets there, whether it's reading my blog, I don't like to force them into the sale because I don't think it has great conversion. I want them, so if they're shy, maybe they're not ready for a consultation, we'll have another section that's available for them. But you'll see each time as we go through this, the call to action slightly changes to find another way to get that leads information so we can call them or we can get at the table with them either in person, Zoom, at their house, a coffee shop, anything like that. So next section, again, talks more about finding your dream home starts here. It starts with us. It starts with a consultation. So right away, I have another way to kind of encourage them to schedule a consultation. If they click schedule a consultation, my Calendly pops up. They don't have to leave the website. They pick their date and time. They choose whether they're a buyer, seller. They give me some information, and then it moves on and then continues to that next step to send them a form. If they're not ready there, they just want to see what homes are available, they can start searching. And again, this is going to bring up my IDX page, and it's going to force them after a couple of views to register. So again, I've gotten them, and now I can kind of track where they're at. So maybe they weren't ready for a consultation. Maybe they're not moving in a year, but they want to start looking. That's okay, as long as we get their information to follow up with them. That's the important. We need to get as many leads as we can so we can convert those leads, because again, it's all a numbers game. So next step. So now I'm telling them, these are the simple steps to the home buying process. Number one, you're going to determine your budget and get pre-approved. This is another way to capture a lead, because when they click get pre-approved, a form comes up that collects their name, their email address, the area they're looking, and ask them if they're currently working with a realtor, have they talked to a lender yet? And then what happens is the moment that they fill out this form, it goes into my database. And then on top of that, I have a lender that I work with that knows that they're going to get an email with that information, so they can reach out to them knowing that they're working with me, that don't push another realtor on them. They're my lead. And they will call them and pre-qualify them. So now that they're pre-qualified, they might come back to me and say, okay, now I'm ready to buy a house, because maybe they're like, oh, I don't even know if I can get approved. So now we're kind of taking that doubt away. Book a consultation is the next step. Once you're pre-approved, let's book a consultation. And then from there, I'm going to send them the forms to fill out. But if they want to go ahead and fill it out ahead of time, I give them that. Then they can start searching for properties. Then we're going to make an offer and negotiation with the seller, conduct inspections, final deal. And these videos, these links will take them to a pop-up YouTube video. So again, they don't have to leave the site. And it shows them some quick information, so I don't have to re-explain that. And they know what to expect. I've given them all of the information. So another section, another way to generate that lead is for them to download the buyer's guide. And on the seller page, there'll be a seller's guide, and then a leasing guide, and then an investor guide, depending on the funnel. So now when they click this, it's going to ask them for their name, their email address, and or cell phone number to be able to send them a link to download it. One of the biggest mistakes people don't like to force people to register is because they feel like people will give false information. And we know that's true because anytime you register for something, they email you a link to verify it's you, or they text you a code to verify it's you, that you're able to receive information. So way you do that with your buyer's guide is you have your online form. The moment that they fill out that form, you have them send them a link to that buyer's guide. And you tell them you've been emailed the link. Don't redirect them automatically to that page because you have no way of knowing if that lead gave you real information or just gave you test@test.com and John Doe as their name. So if you really want to validate your leads, make sure that you don't give them information until you're verified that's them, or send it to that email address. And if they didn't get it, they're going to know, oh, I have to give a real email address to be able to get this. And then we have frequently asked questions. And then we have our social proof. So have your social proof of what clients are saying. Then again, here at the bottom of it, we have let's get started. And this is something that's built into the current website. So if you go take a look at the demo, when I give you a link, you're going to see that there is a complete website with a blog, with newsletter sign up, with an about section, your IDX feed, all of those things. And then on top of it, it has the buyer's funnels, the seller funnel, the leasing age or the leasing funnel, the client, the investor funnel, and you can use whatever you want. If you're a commercial, you just have to adapt the language for commercial as well. So how do you make a client funnel or landing page? So you can hire a web designer, somebody like myself or our marketing company. There are people on Fiverr or Upwork, or you can use I have this funnel that you just saw. I have it also as a DIY funnel. So if you want to follow step-by-step how to set it up, we have videos for that. So if you want to save a little bit of money and do it yourself, again, you want to put that time in, you can do that. If not, we can build and customize the funnel for you. But there's plenty of DIY tools out there too. I know everybody's got different budgets. So there's email marketing software where you can build landing pages. So it goes right into your mailing list, depending what you're using, like Constant Contact, MailChimp, ConvertKit, all of those things. Or if you're using a CRM like we do with kvCORE, you can build these pages and it's a little more difficult because you only get so much you can do with these websites because you have restrictions by your broker. And the restrictions of the platform, but you can use your CRM to build up similar pages. And if you want to do that, you want to go look at the demo and copy it, go for it. Whatever it's going to do to help you get that next deal and move your business forward. And there's also plenty of website builders, plenty of templates out there. There's WordPress, Wix, Weebly. Again, the only way that you'll make those successful is if you include those contents that I told you about and have that way to automate it. And that leads us into, you've got to automate your funnel. If your funnel is not immediately going into your CRM, you're not immediately reaching out to these people, you're losing them. And ways that you can automate this funnel is to use something like Zapier. You can create online forms. A lot of your online form plugins will say, once the user submits the form, what do you want to do? Do you want to give them a message? Do you want to email them? Do you want to be emailed? So if you're going to email them, then you tell them, hey, here's the link to that buyer's guide or seller's guide. Or your newsletter will automatically go into your newsletter subscribe, the form they fill out will go into your email marketing program or your CRM. You can create drip campaigns and automate them. So the minute they come in, you can have your CRM know that it was a buyer's lead that comes in because of Zapier. And then it can automatically put them on a drip that you've created in your funnel or in your CRM. You can do easy to schedule consultations. That's another way with something like Calendly. And Calendly even has a workflow. So the moment somebody registers for an appointment, you can have them say, hey, thank you for registering for a consultation. Here's the next steps. I need you to watch this video. I need you to fill out this form and then watch these other 2 videos, fill out this form to get pre-approved. And you can give them the next steps to take before your meeting. And on top of that, you can send them reminders that, hey, Our meeting starts in an hour. Our meeting starts tomorrow, so that way they don't forget. And if they need to reschedule, they can. And then again, with Zapier, you can create so many more workflows. I have videos on my YouTube channel about Zapier, but it does so much more than just this. Every real estate agent should be utilizing Zapier to save them. I use it, and it probably saves me about 30 hours a month just in my real estate and marketing business. So last thing we're going to talk about, which is the most important, because this is the reason why most of those funnels people are buying, they don't work because nobody's really telling them effectively how to get traffic. They think that, yes, the funnel will generate you more leads because it's taking your traffic and your content should convert them into lead. So technically they're not lying, but again, we misunderstood what generating leads is. You have to give it traffic. You have to get views. So how do we do that? Because remember, your funnel and landing pages do not, its main job is not to bring traffic, it's to process it. So the first way we do that is with content marketing. If you've registered for this, you've probably seen some of our content marketing, but content marketing is so important and it's underutilized a lot, especially in blog form, is that everything you do for your marketing, the heart of it is content. It's all about the content. If you can't get the content right, and your content doesn't speak to your target audience, you're never going to generate leads or enough leads to have a successful business. So it's critically important that you understand your content, the messaging that you want to get out, that you perfect that, and then you get it out. You can do this with videos, so short form like Instagram Reels or TikTok. Long form would be more like YouTube. You can also do YouTube Shorts for short form. Then do blogs. Blogs are underutilized. A lot of your CRMs has a blog feature, even though it's not as powerful SEO-wise as having your own website, but it's something. It's something that you can add. You can take one day and schedule 5 or 6 blogs to go out, whenever you want them. But go check out some of my other videos on blogs, some of the other Friday Connect trainings we've done on blogs. If you're not using these, you're really missing out because a lot of people don't use these. So it's a great way to show up organically on local searches for realtors, for homes for sale in your area, and especially on the Google Maps and using Google My Business page. Podcasts, social media is another great way, which we're going to talk about. And social media is obviously another form of content marketing, but it's such a powerful tool. This is why we invented kvCORE, is to give our agents, they get free access to it when they're inside of our group, but it gives them the exact strategy. A lot of people are buying all of these editable templates and figuring out what they're going to do on Canva on their own, but that's fine. They look good, but they look like ads like everything else. So what is the strategy that you can do to drive traffic? So that's where kvCORE comes in. You can go get a free subscription to it. There's a light version. So it's kvCORE.social. We'll put that in the chat box. But go find a way to get good strategy so that way you can use social media to drive traffic to those buyer funnels. So if you're doing something, 5 buyer tips to buy your first home, well, at the end of that, you should have a direct link to your funnel, not to your website, but to your actual buyer's funnel. You can use platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. All these things can do that. You can create engaging content, targeting ads, interact with potential clients by DMing. You just need to be consistent. So if you're going to post twice a week, be consistent with that twice a week. If you're going to post every day, just be consistent in what you do and give it time and have clear to call to actions in your funnel. Even though they're not websites, everything you do in marketing should have a call to action. Everything, every commercial you watch has a call to action. You have to tell them what to do. Go to our website, give me a call, schedule a consultation, do that. And social media is so important, and we all know this, but in 2023, by the end of this year, they're estimating 4.89 billion people will be on social media worldwide out of a world that is over 7 million. So almost, what is that? Like 65, 70% of people use social media. And over those people that use it, 151 minutes on average people are spending on social media every day. So a little over 2.5 hours, people are spending on social media. And platforms like TikTok have seen 100% growth rate, especially over the last 2 years. So social media is powerful. If you're not using it, it's free. You just need some good strategy, and that is very inexpensive to get, especially with a product like kvCORE. I think our subscription is like $1.60 $1.68 a day to literally get social media content done for you. You just have to customize it. So there's tons of resources out there. Go find them. The next one is websites and local SEO. SEO is the most underutilized thing, and I noticed that most real estate agents don't utilize SEO. Here's some SEO statistics. SEO drives 1,000% more traffic than organic social media. So you posting every day on social media, if you had the right SEO strategies, you could grow and have 1,000% more traffic than your social media would get you. Because again, on social media, you got to stand out. But on SEO, to climb up the Google ranking, it's about how much you're posting to your website, what blog articles you're posting, what keywords you're doing, how much your website's been out there, how often you post updates to your Google business profile to get that maps listing. And then 60% of marketers say that inbound, so SEO, blog content, is their highest quality of leads because it comes back to that pull marketing. When you're running ads and you're constantly in people's faces to click here, look now, sign up, you're kind of pushing them into that. But when you're pull marketing, they land on your blog because you have great resources for veterans to go find discounts, or you have great resources on great dog parks or businesses that allow dogs, or great family parks or things about your area. Because remember, it's more than just real estate. This is about how to become the local authority in your area. If you're posting a bunch of pictures on houses, you're wrong. Go watch some of our social media training. But you should be literally focusing on your community, educating your buyer, updating them what's going on, questions that they would normally have in the buying process to show that you're the authority, and you're already building that rapport with them, especially if you're including video into your blog. You're going to build that rapport so much faster. So when they call you, they're already a warm lead. They're not a cold lead because they already feel like they know you, which is super important. So here's some last ways to drive traffic is online forums, groups. So Facebook groups are a great way to generate. So whether you create one or you just go in groups and post your blog articles about 5 events that are coming up in Houston, or 5 tips on buying homes. Oh, check out these 10 homes under 300,000. They're going to be gone quick, and have them go to that link, give their information, and then now they're on your IDX website. Excuse me. Printed marketing materials, QR codes, sponsor events. Just have more conversations, messaging people that are following you. Thank you for the follows. Anything I can help you with? Partner with local businesses, because if you're promoting them like giveaways, you're going to give a gift card. That's honestly, to me, one of the fastest ways to grow your following is give away a $25 gift card every month. It's $100 a month. It's cheaper than any ad spend you can do. Partner with local businesses, and that business is going to push out your stuff on their social media. So now you're growing your following because people want free stuff, right? And then look for it to be in local publications. A lot of local magazines want to feature people, or you can pay a small fee to be featured on their website. Go do it. It's a lot cheaper than running a ton of ads as well, especially if you have a smaller marketing budget. So the last thing in the funnel is, how do you track the data? Everything you do should be trackable. Social media is trackable. Now with all these rebranded lead links and Bitly links, you can track how many people click them. There's so many ways to track, but the best is Google Analytics. Your website should always have Google Analytics. So your website, your funnels, your landing pages, your IDX website should all have Google Analytics, because it'll track the number of unique users, which are new users who have never been to your website. How many people are returning? If people are coming back to read your blog and you can see they're going to a specific article, oh my gosh, make more articles like that, because you're going to get more traffic. So it tells you what you need to do if you analyze it correctly. It tells you where your traffic's coming from. Are you getting more traffic from Instagram than Facebook? Well, then maybe you just need to focus on Instagram. Are you getting them from your specific YouTube videos? It'll tell you the URL that they're all coming from. Well, maybe you need to make more YouTube videos like that. Are they coming from search results? What type of device is they on? 80% of people use mobile device, so your website should be mobile ready. It should look as good as it can on mobile, because it's what most people will be. And then it'll let you know what location they're from. So if you're getting a lot of people that say maybe from New York that are relocating to Houston, you're noticing a lot of New York people are searching for Houston stuff. Maybe you write some articles about relocating from New York. But if you see a lot of people in China or Canada seeing your stuff and you're in Houston, there might be a problem or a disconnect or a keyword problem, or maybe one of your ads isn't running correctly. So it lets you kind of know where people are at. And then there's Google Search Console, which shows you your performance. Are people finding you organically? What keywords did they type in Google to search for that your website came up? Are there any site errors that are preventing Google from indexing your website to allow you to rank higher? So you need to use those couple, but there's tons of videos out there on that. I'll be doing some more videos on that. And then you just analyze the data to let you know what you need to be doing. Who's my audience? What pages are working? How long are they spending on my website? They should spend an average of 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. If people are spending 20 to 30 seconds on your website, it's because they're not getting the content they want, or your website's laid out wrong, or there's a disconnect somewhere that they're leaving, and Google looks at that and says, all those keywords and all those links that came from, they obviously weren't getting the information, so this website is not good, and it's going to push it down. And you want people to return, and so you take the data, you interpret it, and then you make adjustments where needed. So if you have any questions, now would be the time to do that. If you want to find me on social media or my YouTube channel, just JM Shireman, or just Google Jacob Shireman on YouTube, as well as our Friday Connect channel. Those are two great resources, and also we'll put in Tharmila's channel as well. So if there's any questions, go ahead and put them there. I'd be happy to answer them.
That was great. Thanks so much, Jacob. And for anybody that wants to kind of go through this again and watch it, definitely check this out on YouTube and subscribe to that as well. I know there was a lot of information given. Honestly, Jacob, this whole thing could be like a whole series on YouTube, because you can kind of dive into it a little bit more and do it kind of like a workshop. So if there's a part of this training you find that you want us to dive a little bit more into, you want to just kind of see come to life, definitely let us know. We're happy to do that. Thanks for adding those resources. And so if any of you, it doesn't matter, we're in 24 plus countries, our virtual brokerage. If you want to partner with us, if you want us to, you get access to all of our training, everything that Jacob just showed you, all of the resources that he has, everything you get for free. And we build everything for you. We're with you kind of step by step of the way. You have access to our calendar. We do these weekly trainings and you get to be a part of. And we recently, started to also, we help you grow your team, we grow your business, we grow all aspects of it as well, and you get access to social media done for you. So honestly, I can keep going, but I recommend that you click on that Friday Connect partner and just check out all of the things that you get when you partner with us. And I encourage you to just book a call with us as well, and just pick our brain where there's no obligation whatsoever. If you want to join our brokerage, if you're not already here, and if you are already XP, and if you want to just get access to a lot of these trainings, we do these for free. We're welcome to. We love our EXP family, so we love to give back, pay forward. We're in EXP University. We do trainings a couple of times a month, both Jacob and I, on different topics. So make sure you join us there. And I do a lot of topics on systems, CRMs, and I think that's one of those things that people have a lot of trouble with is figuring out how to manage everything all together. And so those are a lot of things that we teach on, and some of the ones that we have coming up are super exciting because it's taking what's really complicated and complex, and we're just going to really dumb it down. Like, I mean, simplify it for you. So I hope you'll keep an eye out for those and join us there. But yeah, does anybody have any questions?
Links, click the Friday Connect Marketing Resources link. Everything is there, all the channels, all the resources, any courses, anything that you need. Everything is there to show you what we offer, and we're going to be adding stuff. And a lot of these videos will be turned into blog forms. So if you like to read, instead of doing video, we're doing that as well. So stay tuned for that.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for coming on Friday and for tuning in. We'll definitely see you next week at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Take care. And thanks again, Jacob, for a wonderful presentation. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.